All right. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth and continually teach us this truth. And peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect that's laboring in his word and truth sincerity. Lord willing, this could be an edifying lesson. And the title is going to be somewhere close to, these heathens are trying to stop what the Most High has ordained. Okay, because Biden, he met up with Xi Jinping, Xi Jinping, fucking heathen. But Biden had met with him, and pretty much they discussed that, they shouldn't use nukes. Nobody should use nukes. A nuclear war should be avoided because it could never be won. So, and Xi Jinping also, brought up the Taiwan situation, pretty much how that's a red line. And we see that they're trying to establish peace and avoid a war, but the scriptures say, whom have resisted his will, the Most High, he's orchestrating this. And, somehow, some way, he's going to put it in the thoughts of the kings of the earth to say, hey, man, fuck all those talks we had, fuck all these agreements. It's time for war. It's and eventually, they all gonna hit that button, man. It's gonna be something that's gonna happen that's gonna get this war popping. And as we know, Israel is steadily shooting missiles, at Syria and, doing shit, And we know according to prophecy, the scriptures say the least of the flock shall draw them out. So, that's why it's beautiful to know, prophecy, because all we got to do is just sit back and see how the Lord is going to bring this thing about. But anyway, I'm not going to read this article, mainly focusing on this title. It says, which I was reading another article similar to this, that's why I'm not going to read this one. But it says Xi Jinping backs Joe Biden on no nukes in Ukraine, warning to Putin as U.S. and China bid to avoid Cold War. Because they know that if he drops a nuke on Ukraine, the U.S., is pretty much having talks behind the scene with Russia. They're pretty much begging Russia not to do it. Because when that first nuke gets shot off, it's gonna make everybody want to use nukes. And then they're afraid too of, the potential radiation and the effects of what can happen, but a war is going to happen. Okay, so, them meeting up, it's all in vain, man, because the Lord is orchestrating this. Let me get on Isaiah the 13th chapter. All right. I'll start at verse 1, and then I'll probably, jump down. It says, the burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see, lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the nobles. And we're lifting up that banner. Okay, we're bringing out these scriptures, man. It says, I have commanded my sanctified ones, I have also called my mighty ones for mine anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. Hey, because what's going to happen is when this war gets popping and the nukes get shot off, you're going to have Yahweh Shah and the hosts of heavens, the hosts of angels, come with them, man. You're going to have Michael come with them, the angel of war, he's coming. It says, the noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustereth the hosts of the battle. So we know that the Most High, he's orchestrating this. All right. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. He turneth it whithersoever he will. Man's goings are of the Lord. How then can a man understand his own way? You know, the Most High is controlling this. So, yeah, they can meet and discuss, yeah, we don't need to use, Putin don't need to use nukes in Ukraine. And pretty much what Biden is trying to do is trying to get China on his side, because the world know that Russia and China together is a major threat. And NATO really ain't no threat to Russia and China, which it is. They do have a strong military, but we know according to prophecy, all of the allies of America is going to turn on America. And America is still trying to keep that number one seat, is trying to still reign over the kings of the earth. But you have an expiration date, It says, and we know the Lord is going to gather all these nations in the valley of Jehoshaphat, which that goes to the Hebrew word Yahweh Shaphat, which means the Most High's judgment. Okay. It says, they come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. So that's these nuclear weapons, man. The Most High, he gave these nations this technology to destroy Babylon the Great. And Iran just, developed hypersonic missiles. So no telling, Russia is probably supplying them with blueprints, and no telling, man. They may get a nuke. And that's something that America doesn't want, because they know if Iran gets their hands on nukes, they're going to use them, man. Because they hate America. It says, how ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand, it shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. So once again, Yahweh Bashem Haoshai is orchestrating the destruction of Babylon the Great. So that's why, them meeting up, it's all in vain, man. And we know that this is a world stage. And see, these devils, they know of prophecy. That's why Biden spoke about Armageddon, and Putin got a general. His name is General Armageddon, man. And that's what the scriptures call World War III, the War of Armageddon, which goes to the Hebrew word Armageddon, which means mountain of troops. Okay? So, hey, man. It's jumping back, it says, therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. The scriptures say men's hearts failing there for fear, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. It says, and they shall be afraid, pains and sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames. So, people going to be terrified when these missiles get shot off. It says, behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it, those that's not covered by the blood of the Lamb. 2/3 of our people, because you're going to have a lot of our people that's going to take the charagma, man, and they're going to be in that fire. All right? So, the Lord, he didn't put these prophecies in here for no reason, man. The prophets saw the destruction. Isaiah, the 34th chapter, goes into the heavens being rolled together as a scroll. John the Revelator, he's seen it. It's going to happen. So these heathens meeting up, it's all vain, man. It's all vain. And the water Yahweh Bashem Haoshai for being a power that doesn't lie. Being a power that keeps his word, because he said he was going to do it, so he's going to do it. It says, for the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. So it's going to be a dark day. The scriptures say the day of the Lord shall be darkness and not light. Because you're going to have, the missiles, They're going to block out the sun and everything, man. It's literally going to be a dark day. You know? Ain't no telling, when Yahweh Shah pull up on that gigantic fathership, that may block out the sun. But people going to know what's going on, man. People going to know that's the Lord, and people going to know that nuclear war has been activated, man. Because they're going to get shot off. It's going to happen. And these devils, these heathens, they know what will happen if a nuclear war breaks out. They already know. That's why Biden made the statement, a nuclear war can never be won. But see, they think that it will be the end of humanity. No, it won't. It will be the end of an age. It will be the end of Esau's kingdom, man. And it's beautiful the way the Lord has, is going to bring the destruction to Edom's kingdom, man. It's beautiful that he's going to take you out with the very technology that you used during World War II was the atomic bomb. But, that pretty much shot America to the number one feared country on the earth. But see, that technology now China has, Russia has, different allies of America, in NATO, they have, which they're going to use them on Babylon. North Korea has them. Hey, let the weak say we are strong. I want to keep this lesson going, man, but I'm gonna have to go back in 5 minutes. So I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna get some more precepts out of here. Some other ones I want to get, but Lord willing, it's edifying though. But verse 11 it says, "And I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible." See, that's when the pride of Esau is going to be broken. It's going to be broken, man. All right, verse 13. It says, "Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger." What the scriptures also say, the earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard. So, it's not, Zelensky, he wants to have peace talks. Russia, it ain't going to be no damn peace talks. And the scriptures say, they shall say peace and safety, but sudden destruction shall come upon them. So even if they have so-called peace talks, it's going to be situations that's going to happen they're not going to want to have peace. All right. But jumping down, it says, verse 19, "In Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there, but wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dance there, and satires. And owls shall dwell there, and satire shall dance there." So we know this is not referring to ancient Babylon, because ancient Babylon is being inhabited today. Is Iraq. Okay, this is a future prophecy. The word Babylon just goes to the Hebrew word babal, which means confusion. This is referring to America. Okay, America is Babylon, or Babylon the Great, or spiritually Sodom and Egypt. It's different terms for America in the scriptures. You're not going to find America. If the word America was in the scriptures, Esau would have destroyed the whole Bible. So the way the Lord had this set up, because this devil, he did destroy, a lot, but the Most High had it to where we have all we need for salvation. We have all we need to wake up and to know how this place is going to be destroyed. And it's written in code, So this is talking about America right here. This place is going to be turned to a desert and never be inhabited again. All right. Revelation, the 18th chapter, goes into it as well. Nuclear war is going to happen. No matter how many meetings and summits these heathens have. All right. Y'all came against us, so the Lord is against y'all, especially Edom. All right, this is Zechariah chapter 14. And it was a scripture brother shared in the chat. I think it was Isaiah the 34th chapter in the NLT. Let me get that real quick. I gotta go back in 3 minutes, but hey, I I'll be I can take up to an hour, so, but it's all good. Oh damn, I'm going to Zechariah, my bad. What was it? Isaiah 34. I believe the brother shared in the chat. Yep. This is Isaiah chapter 34 in the NLT. Matter of fact, let me start at verse 4. It says, the heavens above will melt away and disappear like a rolled up scroll. Well, let me get that in the KJV. It says, and all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll. That's what happens when a nuclear bomb is detonated. It causes what they call a mushroom cloud. It says, and all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth off from the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree. Now, this is what I want to get right here in the NLT. Verse 5, it says, and when my sword has finished its work in the heavens, it will fall upon Edom, the nation I have marked for destruction. And that's beautiful, man. You know, because this destruction is meant for Edom, but you're going to have those of our people that's going to be in it as well. That's going to take that charagma, you know. But let me get Zechariah 14 and 12. It says, and this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. That's nuclear destruction, man. So this third war is going to happen, man. You know, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's written, and it's going to play out. It's beautiful, man. So I'm discussing these talks because they know once the first nuke gets shot off, everybody going to want to use nukes. Everybody going to, you know, that's when things really going to speed up, which we know the charagma has, you know, we know it's not going to happen until they push the charagma. You know, the MOTB has to come first. But right when they push that MOTB, like Yahushua said, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. You know, lightning strikes fast, man. So what he was saying is, you know, Satan's world, you know, which Esau is the physical counterpart of the spiritual demon Satan, you know, they're going to go down like lightning, man, fast. You know, things are speeding up now, but things are going to super speed up, man. Once they push that charagma, things going to super speed up. All right. So we ain't got long, you know. Once again, these heathens, you know, they're wasting their time with these talks. All right, which, matter of fact, yeah, let me get that. I quoted it, but let me get that. See, the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men and setteth up over whomsoever he will. He's bringing you down, Esau. This Romans 9 and 19, thou wilt say then unto me, why doth he yet find fault? For who have resisted his will? Okay? No one can resist what the Most High has ordained. And he already written the script. The story is already written. Babylon the Great is going to be destroyed. Which, let me get Revelation 18. Because this goes into the destruction of Babylon. All right, this is Revelation 18 and 1. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and has become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. So that links up with Isaiah the 13th chapter, what I was, you know, going into. Okay, it says, for all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacy. So these nations, drink the wine, the philosophies of America. That's why you have a McDonald's in China. You know, that's why they wear the suit and tie. They want to be like Esau, man, because they've drunken Esau's wine. But it says in Jeremiah, the nations have drunk of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Because the world is getting tired of the American culture, man. Having women over men, women being out of order, no respect for their men. You know, Russia even said how America has like 10 genders. You know, it says, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. And that's the elect being delivered. It says, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquities. Because the Most High, he's constantly getting reports from the angels of what's going on here in Babylon, man. It says, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works, and the cup which she hath filled to her double. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she said from her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. Because America, you know, these Americans think that they can never get touched, man. Hey, Putin then steadily said, not steadily, he said it multiple times that America can be touched, that is not untouchable, that they have missiles that the U.S. missile defense systems cannot stop. So this place is going to get touched, man, and it's going to be destroyed by 200 million. The scriptures say 200,000, which is 200 million nuclear bombs, man. Okay? It says, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord Yahweh Bashem Shah who judgeth her. The Lord is the one orchestrating this. Yahweh, why Yahweh Shah? Okay? Which I just want to fact check that. I said 200 million. I mean 200 million. I believe it do say 200,000. Revelation, the 9th chapter. Yup, and the number, verse 16, the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000. Yup. You know, it's just referring to the missiles. But let me go back to Revelation 18. Verse 9, it says, and the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning. So this is going to be something that's worldwide, man. These other nations is going to see the smoke coming from America, man. It says, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. The Lord is going to destroy this place in 1 hour, man. And these other nations are going to see it, and they're going to cry because they were made rich through America. But hey, they're going to be crying, but hey, you got to worry about the other threat that's in the heavens. Yahweh Shah and the elect, you know, it's going to come down and chain you up. This verse 20, it says, rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for the Most High have avenged you on her. So we're, Lord willing, with the elect, we're going to rejoice, and we're going to look down, and we're going to praise Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. We're going to sing, we're going to dance, we're going to turn up, man. We're going to two-step on the chariots, you know. But I got to head back, you know, just went and do this lesson, you know, Lord willing, it was edifying. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.